Hi everyone, welcome to Marisa's Tarot. This is a monthly tarot reading for the sign of Aries and your ex. So, if you want to know um, what your ex is thinking, or you're just curious, for some of you guys, you're really missing this person, um, whatever it might be, this is not a personalized reading, this is a reading for the millions and millions of Aries out there. So take what's relevant, leave the rest. Do check your moon and rising sign for more messages. And yeah, hope you like this reading. I haven't done one for so long, so I'm very sorry. I am back. So, sorry, I've got a new setting here, so I'm still finding my spot. But at the same time, I want to make sure you guys can hear me. So, sorry. So, sorry. I hope you can hear me now. Perfect. So, my Aries is, who is the ex that you're thinking about? You're wondering about. I've got the Hermit card and the Hierophant card here. I'm gonna pick Wheel of Fortune. Who's the ex that you're thinking about? Which ex are you thinking about, Aries? Knight of Wands. What do they think about you? What do they feel about you, my Aries? What do they think about you? What does your ex think about you? Seven of Cups, King of Wands. Is there a possibility for you guys to get back? Is there a possibilities for you guys to get back? Eight of Wands, Two of Swords. Aries. Is there a possibility? Is there a possibility for my Aries and your ex to get back? What is the guidance? Guidance. The Page of Cups. Guidance. If you guys get back, or even if you choose to be single, if you choose not to go back to this person, what is the guidance for you? What are the prayers? What are the guidance for your well-being, for your positive living? Anything for a positive living. Nobody has to go through any negativity. And if this relationship broke because of negativity, well, unless it's positive, there's no point getting back. So, got a few cards here, so I won't take more. I've got some other decks here as well, which I will pick guidance cards for you. Righty. So, who are we dealing with? You got the Hermit card here, the Hierophant, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Knight of Wands. So, Virgo, could be a Virgo, could be a Taurus. With the Wheel of Fortune, it could be, there's 4 signs related to this card: Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, or Taurus again. Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, or a Taurus. Yep. And you got the Knight of Wands, so one of the 5 signs. Could be another Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising sign, or somebody who has more than one of these signs in their zodiac chart. So, this person is very, the ex you're dealing with could be a very traditional person, could be very, they have their routine, they have their set routine, and it's very hard for them to come out of it. Somebody very set in their own ways, somebody very orthodox, some of you could be very religious person. Some of you guys, it could be, this person could be very very orthodox, set in their own ways, very family orientated for some of you guys, very much, he or she is very much with their family, very strong family background, family support, that sort of a person. Loves their alone time, which is very opposite to Aries. Aries, you guys, you're fun loving, you like people, but this person could be a bit of an introvert. Very wise person. Does make mistakes, doesn't actually admit that they make mistakes, but they do a lot of self-reflection. Why I say is they make mistakes is I've got the Knight of Wands here. Knight of Wands is a very fiery energy, and he or she's on a horse. So it's like they jump into things, they do mistakes, they do make mistakes, but they do a lot of self-reflection as well. Not necessarily would admit they are making a mistake, I think. Loves to be spontaneous, loves to do a lot of things, but he or she has a lot of your ex has a lot of self-imposed or society imposed or family imposed restrictions on themselves, that they say they want to do things, but they're not able to do it. Some of it's their own restrictions, they're putting it on themselves. They can change it, they can make the change, but it's inbound in them that they're not able to. Well, it's their unique character. Maybe that's where you came. You as an Aries, you're very spontaneous, and they loved your spontaneous energy. But at one point, it didn't work for them. It was too spontaneous. They might have verbalized it to you as well. You're very spontaneous. You're very upfront. You're very open. This character is a bit of an introvert. Maybe that it complemented earlier, it didn't complement later. Anyways, so you might have left this person, they might have left you, I don't know, but these could be the reasons why. What do they think about you? Seven of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. They think you're a very strong personality. You're very self-made, very independent, very admirable. There's a lot of characteristics that they look up to. Seven of Cups, they look up to a lot of your characteristics, very things that they can't imagine they could do. The braveness you have, the energy you have, the courage you have to do things. You accomplish things, and they admire that in you. But there are some other things as well. If you have a look at this card here, you got the jewels, you got the castle, the crown, but at the same time there's a person here with a blanket over him or her, very unpredictable. They see that unpredictability in you as well. They see a lot of pluses, at the same time they see a lot of minuses. They see a serpent could mean anything. You could have done something that you didn't intend to do to hurt this person, but they take it as the negative. But you're a doer. Like you if you want to do something, you get it done. And they admire, they love your spontaneous energy, but at the same time they think it's a curse as well. But yes, they think you're a very strong person, they think you're a very independent person. They feel that they could not be you, though they think that you have some negative qualities. The positives outshine. But if this person left you, the negatives are sort of taking over, and that's why this person thought of breaking this relationship. For some of you guys, if you guys left this person, you know what I'm talking about. You felt that this person, he or she, is not very very determined. This person could a lot of self-imposed restrictions, a lot of society-imposed restrictions, a lot of restrictions that's not letting them go forwards, and that sort of was a put off for you guys, I think. They think that you guys balance things so well, and they think you're very practical too. For some of you guys, they might think the other way, that you're not too practical, that you take a lot of risks. I'm pretty sure they have verbalized it to you as well, that you're a big risk taker, and that startles them. This in the beginning it was very attractive, but later on it didn't work for them, or it didn't work for you, because this X is not a risk taker now. So is there a possibility for you guys to get back? 8 of Wands, 2 of Swords, King of Cups, and the Fool card. Is there a possibility? Yes, I see the Fool card is the beginning, but it's a risk. You go back blindfolded if you are taking that risk. There's a lot of things that you guys have to work on, practical things that you got to work on. You guys need to sit down and work things out practically, of where you're coming from. Both of you need to have an open chat, and to an element you are getting into it blindfolded if this relation patches up again. But there is a possibility, yes, the Fool card. And if you guys work it out, and if you guys get back with each other, it's going to be a very strong emotional bond. I see a very strong emotional bond. Advice, even if you guys didn't get back with each other, or even, what's the advice? What is the advice? The Page of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles. I'm going to pick a couple of extra advice cards. Okay. There are 3 pentacle cards here. So whatever the outcome might be, it's going to be a very practical one, a very balanced one. 6 of Pentacles, a very balanced one. Balanced spirituality and practicality. It's going to be a very balanced one. If you guys get back, or if you don't get back, it's a lesson learned. I think you guys learned a lot of yourself from this relationship. But it's going to be a lot more practical, a lot of practical lessons learned. If you guys get back, well, it's going to be a very practical relationship. You're going to move forwards in a very practical way. And if you guys get back, the way forwards is being practical. Because Aries, your energy is a very happening energy, very spontaneous energy. They are double-minded, half-minded, self-imposed restrictions. If both of you come together, it's going to be a very practical relationship if you guys can work it out. Communication is the key. Absolutely. You guys have to talk. You have to mend things. You have to Page of Cups speaks about, the naive young emotions in you, the raw emotions in you. You need to communicate that with each other. And be true to your heart. Be true to your heart. If you think this relationship is not the one, if you think that they are not coming back, or that this is not going to be a positive relationship, leave it, move forwards. But if you guys are getting back to each other, be true to your heart. Speak out. Speak up. Let love be the beacon. And I've got the Ace of Swords as well. Ace of Swords is a happening. What can I say? This is a very it indicates an air energy, but this sword, it cuts through. It cuts through butter. It cuts through the rut, or the things that didn't work between you guys, or the things that this sword represents. If this was a negative energy, this sword represents the sever of this relationship, and it was for the best. If you guys get back with each other, well, all that impractical approach, you're going to sever it off, and you guys are going to go together into this relationship. Whatever it might be, it's going to be a very practical, it's going to be very practical grounds. And if you guys are not going to get back to each other, well, you're going to learn a lot of practical lessons, a lot of lessons learned from this relationship, I think. And some of my Aries is, your heart really broke. This person really broke your heart. And some of my Aries are still dwelling in that negative energy wherein they left you. You're angry. Some of you guys are very angry. With the Ace of Swords, I see anger as well. It's okay to be angry, and it's okay to be angry with yourself, but at the same time, find the time to forgive yourself. Start forgiving yourself first before you start forgiving others. But because a couple of my Aries is, you're having like a World War III within yourself, a battle within yourself. But please, be kind to yourself. Let love be the beacon. It might be a very the world is the possibility, though COVID has taken over us, but the world is the possibility. There's no limits. You might meet a beautiful person, who might be the reason why this came to an end. But there's a lot of life lessons learned from this relationship. And some of my Aries is, be kind to yourself, look after yourself. Don't let that fire, Aries, you have a fire within you. Don't let that fire turn off because of things that didn't work with this person. For some of you guys, for a very small percentage out there, this person, this ex, this person who you have severed yourself from, has done something very nasty that you're finding it hard to forgive this person. And to an extent, you're blaming yourself as well. I can see that. But don't let that positive fire in you go off because of some negative people. You can't account for what others do. You can only account for what you do. And be kind to yourself. Look after yourself. I hope you like this reading, guys. I've done one after a long time. I'm really sorry. I hope you like this reading, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.